I'm back for Dust ongoing coverage of Fragadelphia Blocktober. I'm with WolfY following a difficult elimination to Saw. So we always knew that was going to be a hard match. They're one of the best teams here, second seed if I'm not mistaken. With that in mind, how do you feel you did against them on the main stage?
I mean, we can always say that we can do better. I think definitely we could have done better as well. We started to show it towards the end of Ancient because the first half kind of felt like we needed to wake up. And second map, I think, we showed even more fight and more grit, which I'm proud of. But at the end of the day, they came out on top. The truth is they're good. Like, they're a good team. They've refined a lot of the basics that we haven't. I think everyone can say that they could have done better, me included. I think we tried the best we could, and the only thing we can do is take the learning experience from it and move on.
With this loss here, in some ways it's the end of the season for Marsborne if we kind of goalpost the year with the two majors. With that in mind, how are you feeling about the first year of Marsborne?
I think it's been a fun journey. I think the first year of Marsborne has been really interesting. We've gone through 2 roster moves. I think now we really have a good team. I think we have the right pieces, in my opinion, and coming into this event, we only had like 3 weeks of practice and swapping roles, with Danny and me and other people. We were pretty crunched on time, but I think overall it's been a really fun ride. We've had a lot of ups and downs, but I think if anything, now is really the time where Marsborne comes out swinging. Like, we have a really good roster. We're full American. We're doing the best we can with what we have, and I think that's what Americans are good at. So hopefully, especially next season, we can really show what we're made of.
Talking about those roster moves, of course you recently replaced, you replaced MOTM with Cxzi, and with that you gave up the IGL role. Was that a hard decision for you to make, to give up the sort of the captain to Danny?
Of course, I think it was, it's hard to say. I think a part of me really enjoyed being the IGL. I really love the challenge, especially being an op IGL. I think there's a lot of things that you need to do in terms of teamwork and also your individual work. So there's a lot of responsibility, which I really enjoyed. At the same time, there was a lot of things that were new and tough, but it grew me as a person a lot. But at the same time, I also wanted, I'm always open to trying new things. And I think that with Danny coming to the team and having the experience that he did in Cole and giving over the responsibility to him to relieve it from me was also really, it was something kind of that in the end I wanted to do because, it's a lot. It gets to be a lot after a while. And I think with Danny coming in the team, IGL or not, I think that me and him do view a lot of things similarly and we're on the same page. So it ended up being pretty good.
With that in mind, do you think he's risen to the occasion in his first IGL foray?
Yeah, I think Danny did really well with his calling. Like I said, Danny is just, those who know Cxzi, they know Cxzi. Danny's just Danny. And he has his calls, he sees the game in a certain way, but I think it's a good way. I think he has a good mind and a good head on his shoulders. I think in terms of leadership and how he's handling certain things, I think that's where it's brand new for him and he's still learning. And just like for me, it took time. So when it comes to the in-game calling and the CS side of things, I think he's doing a good job. But when it comes to the IGL or the captain role and the leadership stuff, I think that's where he's going to need to be evolving and keep growing. And he's on a good path, and he has Hunter mentoring him a lot. So I think it's good.
Although your road to the Budapest Major is over, of course, we still have to look forward to the Cologne Major. The circuit never stops now with every event counting for either, the next major or the next major. With that in mind, you're going to be playing some online events next. What are the priorities to improve heading into next season?
I think for us, me personally, I think that when it comes to strategy and individual skill, I think all of us have it. We've played some scrims now. I'm not going to say the teams, but we practiced a few of the South American teams and some of your teams when they're here, other top American teams, and we're actually doing really well. The individuals were on par. We showed here that we can shoot, but I think for us moving forward, the most important thing is going to really be on refining our lowest level in terms of our mood, in terms of team mood, individual mood, and just keep on hammering and making sure that our lowest level is still really high. Because I think today on Ancient, we really showed how low our floor was in terms of the mentality and the mood, and it's gotten a lot better. We've worked on it, but the reality is that if we want to be a top team and a top contender, we need to get even better. So that's my personal opinion on it, and I think my teammates can share some of the same. But yeah, obviously there's room to grow everywhere. We just got to keep playing and keep doing the best we can.
Right now you're on course for your next LAN event to be the Flam Cup, that $30,000 event Flam just announced. That's obviously the top 10 NA teams. How are you feeling about that upcoming event?
I'm very excited. Like I said, I really believe in this team. I think like we finally have a 5 that, you know, no offense to my old teammates, I love them as guys, it was great, but I think we have a team that really is on the same page and things fit really well and we have a good culture. And I've never been more confident in the Marsborne roster than I am right now. So I'm extremely excited. It's going to be fun to have some lands in North America. Shout out to Flam for hosting that one. And yeah, I mean, to me, I'm just ready to put in another gear. I think all the guys are, to be honest. It's not the end for us.
All right, that's WolfY from Marsborne. We'll see them back in action soon. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.